Hello there, General Techno here with yet another special video review. This time, a triple trouble threat, but not one with Dr. Eggman and Nack the Weasel, aka Fang the Sniper, sadly. This triple threat is 3 of the Transformers animated Bumblebee figures. His larger, Deluxe-sized counterpart, his smaller Activators-sized counterpart, and his even smaller Baby Bear Legends-class counterpart, which just came out and I just got recently. Anyway, first I wanted to point out the disclaimers I did in the Grimlock video, which is that I've repro-labeled both these Bumblebees with a red Autobot symbol. This Legends already had that, so he's more show accurate in that regard. And the larger Bumblebee has all kinds of extra lines done with a Sharpie to make it more show accurate. Most notably his head, which I'm going to bring up to the camera. You can see actual detail on the head. I've drawn out the crest here. I filled in the mouth, which I did with a lot of my animated figures. Done the crests on the side of the head there. The little stripe down here. And door panels and all kinds of other little bits and pieces, which you'll see later. This was an attempt to fix the show accuracy or all the different bits of the Bumblebee which I did not like because they weren't show accurate enough. Anyway, I'm just going to start off by showing off posability. This Bumblebee he's got a moving waist, he's got his chest looks up and down, his hands are in swivel joints right here as you can see, and I've got elbow joints as well. He's also got a feature with his weaponry in that you can fold his hands in and pop up the stingers. These stingers don't normally fold in the way, actually. This was another mod I had to do in order to get them to fold in all the way. You have to cut away a bit of the plastic over here in order to get the stingers to fold in properly. But anyway, the stingers do combine, and they do make his stinger weapon as seen on the show. Yeah, he's got knees. His feet can change here for dynamic posing. And his neck is on a ball joint, and it's on a swivel joint, which is very nice. And if you look around back here, he's got his boosters, which can clip on and off the figure. I tend to leave them on mine, but... And just another interesting observation, in recent episodes I've actually seen this figure actually use the same transformation cheat on the show that the toy uses in using the fake robot mode chest as a fake robot mode chest on the show, which is very interesting. Activators Bumblebee, he's got similar posing. He has a ball jointed head, he's got elbows, he's got shoulders, he's got his knees, and he's got his feet and his legs. He can dance if you want to, and I can't remember all the lyrics. And the Legends Bumblebee. He's got the least posability of them all, but he does look very good. He's just got his arms, his knees and legs, and his head. And he's also the one that cheats the absolute most, although he looks really good in robot mode. If you look at the back, you see a huge chunk of car hanging off of him. And the Activators cheats the least in that he uses the actual car hood and top for his robot chest. Now then, I'm going to go into transforming them all, starting with the simplest first. First of all, let's start with the transformation on Legends Bumblebee. It's very simple transformation for a very small figure. You start by pulling his waist out like this, and you then rotate his entire body assembly around 180 degrees like so. Fold the arms in like this, and then you fold the legs up like so. There's a little peg right here, as you can see, where it pegged in, right here. And voila, you have him in vehicle mode. And here's the Activators Bumblebee. I'm going to show his transformation back to vehicle mode and then to robot mode. First of all, you fold up his arms like so, and then you snap the legs together and fold them in like this. You then reverse the activator gimmick by pulling his back up like this. Pulling the back up results in snapping into place, and then you just fold the arms in like this. Gives him a very nice vehicle mode. And I'm just going to showcase his Activators gimmick right now, because that's the point of an activator. Just press the little button here while you're holding him, and the arms pop out, and the whole front folds down. Then you just fold up the legs, and he's done. Although, what I should point out is that the Siren does tend to lose paint after a lot of use, so if you've got kids that use these a lot, be aware that there's going to be paint that's going to rub off, just because of continual applied force via friction. Finally, we have the Deluxe class Bumblebee, the most complex of the three, also the tallest. I'm going to start out presupposing that you have his hands in the stinger mode like I showed earlier, because that skips a few transformation steps that way. Anyway, we start out by going down to the legs and flipping him around where we can see the roof of the car and the windshield. We flip these pieces around, and then we go take the feet and fold them up until these match up and join, like so. Everything should snap into place nice and snug if this is done properly. We can then fold the feet together by snapping these together like this. It takes a bit of force, but it's doable. Next up, what we want to do is take the back and open it up like so. We're going to want to turn his waist 180 degrees. And then we're going to want to fold it upwards. You need to make sure that these have enough clearance in order to get this to work. But when it folds up upwards, you should end up with the bottom of the car looking something like this, and the back of the car looking more like the back of a car. These pieces then fold down over top like so, and they snap into place. This hood piece folds down to cover it up. And as for the arms, we rotate the arms around, if you haven't done so already. I probably should not have done that first because it popped off, but anyway, you fold the arms around like so. Again, it probably was a bad idea for me to snap those side pieces in first, because these don't have enough clearance in the ball joints. And you fold the stingers together like this, and this whole combined stinger piece, you fold the legs down like this so that they go under this entire assembly here. Snap that down. And then you just fold the sides of the car in. Everything snaps together solidly. And finally, presto, you have the Deluxe class vehicle mode. Again, keep in mind that I added a whole ton of detailing to this. All the panel lining here, the detailing around the lights and stuff back here, the detailing here, and some detailing to the front bumper. I colored this bit in, and there, and then added this here. And there you have the Deluxe class Bumblebee. Now I'm going to compare these all head to head.